Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading, no contact, soulmates in separation, twin flames in separation, love messages only reading. We're just going to get some love messages, see what Spirit has for you from your person today, what they want you to know, what they're thinking and feeling. Spirit, what do you want us to know? Sabotage. Things aren't always as they appear. Has somebody sabotaged this connection? Is somebody talking to us behind us? You made me feel alive again. You were my muse. Beautiful. You feel so far away. I can feel the distance. Remorse. I know I've messed up and it's killing me. I have remorse. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Remorse. And a surprise. I have a beautiful surprise planned for you. So we've got some remorse. We've got a surprise plan. They're feeling so distant from you. They feel so far away from you, so disconnected from you. Maybe they're planning a surprise to come back. Maybe they're thinking, I want to come back. Let's see what the cards are saying. What are the messages that you have for us today, Spirit, for my no contact? I talk to you within my mind all the time. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Do you answer me? I swear you do. Twin flames can do that. They have that telepathic connection. You can connect to your person. You swear that they know what you're thinking. You know what they're thinking at that moment. I've pleasured myself thinking about you in the intimate times we shared. You have no idea how beautiful you are. So they're thinking about you, even if they're not with you. I talk to you through the lyrics of songs. If you are connecting to songs, if you feel that, you feel like you can hear your person through those words, then they're sending you messages. Those are signs. Twin flame, you're my secret mystery, fulfilling every fantasy. I've tried to move on with others, but I can't forget about you. I'm so afraid of changing. So coming back into my life would change things, change our routine, change our situation. I'd have to make a big decision. So sometimes people are just afraid to make that first move, to just say, I want back. I want to come back. I know we have a connection unlike any others. Sometimes I try to deny it, but I can't ignore the signs that I receive. So that tells me that they're feeling you. That tells me that they sense you, they can feel you, they know you're thinking of them. And it just came into me as even bumping into people that you have mutual friends or family, and they can hear it through those people that you are struggling, or you're worried about them, or you've been asking about them. So it was almost the sense of through other people, they are connecting to you, and they're getting all kinds of signs that you are still thinking about them and still want to be with them. So there's something going on with the connections that you both have together. I will always forgive the mistakes you make. So it's a little bit of I will forgive you. Will you forgive me? Just came in. They're asking you for that. You're better off without me for now. So there may be a reason they don't want to come back. I'm afraid of changing. I'm not ready to change. I haven't learned what I needed to learn while I'm away from you. You're my other half. I know that you are. You left a piece of you in my heart, and I within yours. So you feel like we're always connected. It's true. They're in your soul is how you feel. Even if you're not talking to this person, you can still feel them. You can still sense them. Be a good little girl and please your divine man. I feel like I want to be with you. That is just a physical connection. I'm just miss you physically. I'm constantly battling myself about this relationship. I'm thinking about it constantly. wondering what you're doing, who you're with, what you're, what's going on in your days and your nights. So it's a constant mind. Your mind is constantly spinning. Would you ever be able to forgive all my mistakes? Could you ever truly trust me? I will be calling you soon. Leave the phone on. Beautiful. I do feel like this connection is just getting to a place where they want to come back. They're trying to process what is going on here. Why are we not together? I'm sorry I risked losing your love. Maybe they really feel like they blew it. Did I lose you forever? Did I lose you forever? I'm sorry I never gave you any closure, but I don't want this to end. I feel I need you in my life to some degree, or it will all fall apart. So they really want you in their life. I've searched for you and others, and no one compares. That I believe. Nobody's going to compare to you. I still have no idea what to say to you. But if I pick up the phone and I'm willing to just start, even if it's like dead silence in the beginning, I'll be calling you. Leave your phone on. I still have no idea what I'm going to say, but I still feel this temptation to call you. I still feel this urge, or I feel this, I feel like I need to call you. I will always love you no matter what happens. That I believe. I do believe that. I'm going to call you. We're going to talk. I'm sorry I risked losing you. I feel like this person has been really struggling with, what did I do? How did we get here? I'll always love you. So obviously there's a lot of love here. There is a disconnect of some kind. There is a miscommunication, or we have given up on each other, and they're asking you now to not give up on us. They're asking you now to either give us another chance, or at least accept that call when it comes in. Are you willing to talk? There's no one else that knows me the way that you do. I do believe that. I feel they want to talk. Sometimes we have that space with people where I haven't heard your voice in so long, and I just miss you. I just want to catch up with you. I just want to know everything that's going on in your life. And they want you to know. Karma. Maybe they feel like this is payback. Us not talking is payback for what I did. And they're accepting it, and they're accepting responsibility. And, karma always comes back to bite us. So if they did something that was hurtful, then they're not surprised by the no communication. I worried that there is someone else. I'm worried that you're finding somebody else. I can feel you pulling away from me. Maybe you've moved on and they're scared. The sense of, I feel you pulling away from me. I'm worried there's someone else. And then even through that, even through all this worry, I still feel like I still need you in my life. I'm afraid I'm going to lose you, is how it's really coming into me. Like you're going to fall in love with somebody else. You're going to want to be with somebody else. You're going to forget about me. You're going to keep pulling away further and further until I can't get you back. There's no way to get you back. I need more time. They've got to step forward. They're going to have to get the courage to really pick up that phone and step forward to want to be with you. It feels as if nothing I ever do is good enough. That soul searching, that they're trying to figure things out, or they're trying to wonder what I could be doing differently to make this work. I can't stand not being there with you. It is a feeling of, I'm really worried that you're going to be with somebody else. I'm really worried what you're doing with your time, that you're not thinking about me, or you've forgotten about me. And I know you haven't, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, but they're really concerned that you've moved on. They're really afraid you've moved on. I'm so confused. They have to come forward and talk to you, is the bottom line. Misaligned. We're on different paths. That is coming into me as I'm talking myself into the reason why it didn't work is because we're on different paths. We want different things. We didn't have enough time for each other, like all these excuses. The reason why it wasn't working or we haven't been talking is because somebody isn't willing to put in the time and the effort to make it work. So they can say we're on different paths, but we're not. Our souls are still talking to each other. We're still connected. We still have all these feelings for each other. I'm afraid to tell you. So there's something going on with them. Either you are going to have to, let's just say this for a second. It's, if they're worried about you being with somebody else, the first question that you're going to ask them is, are you with somebody? Have you been with somebody? And that's that feeling of, if I have to answer that question, I have to tell you the truth, and they're going to be afraid to tell you what they've been doing. So what's good for one has to be good for the other. That they can't expect you to not be with somebody or start dating other people or trying to move on when they're trying to do the same thing as well. So whatever happened in this connection, the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to come out. It's very much this feeling of, I'm afraid to tell you my true feelings, so I'm coming up with excuses. I'm afraid to tell you. It is so simple, but so on target or spot on. It's just this feeling of, I just know you're going to ask me all the questions I don't want to answer, but they're going to have to, in order for this connection to come back into union. I'm afraid to tell you. Let's just have fun. We're going to have to get over the hard part. We're going to have to spill the truth. We're going to have to share our feelings. We're going to have to talk about what happened. And before we get back to let's just have fun, you can't just jump right back into let's just forget about all that. We've got to repair the damage and do the work. So they have to be willing to do that first. And those conversations sometimes are very difficult. I'm not running from you. I'm running from my life and myself. So they've got some things that they're working on. Maybe there's some issues that, whether they're financial issues, emotional issues, they've got to get their act together. They've got to work on themselves. Maybe you said, you've got to get your act together. This isn't working. You got to go out there and get a job. I can't support you, whatever the situation was. But they've got to get their life together in order for you guys to have a healthy and happy relationship. I wish things were simpler. Life isn't simple. We all want a fairy tale. We all want it to be perfect, but we have to be willing to put in the time and effort. So if this person's willing to call you and pick up the phone and be there for you, then we have a chance. Can you feel me with you? I think that your souls, I shouldn't even say I think. I know your souls are still talking, okay? I know your souls are still feeling that visible string that's connecting you like no other. And we have to overcome our egos. We have to overcome the past. We have to forgive and forget in order to reconnect. So some of that we can do, and some of that is going to take time. I want to take care of you, but I can't right now because of money. So they've got some things that they have to work on. So if that was a big issue in this connection, if money was a constant problem, if you were struggling financially with this person, then they've got to get their act together. That's got to happen, or we'll be right back where we started. I'm healing old trauma, so that's encouraging. Somehow I will make the impossible possible. You mean everything to me. So you've got somebody that is very connected to you, and they're putting a lot of thought and effort into healing, rebuilding, gathering strength, trying to come up with a way to approach you again. They're fearful that they've lost you. They are afraid that you've moved on and you are with someone else. They are, what was it? They're afraid of I'm afraid to tell you, right? That was the thing that jumped out at me the most, the sense of, I'm afraid to tell you everything that's been going on with me. I'm afraid to tell you my fears. I'm afraid to tell you that I want you back and I can't stop thinking about you because I don't know if that is what you want. So are they a grown-up? Yes, they're a grown-up. Yes, they can. Can grown-ups be afraid? Yes. Can somebody love somebody and still not be able to talk to them? Yes. But I think your person's going to call, and I think that we're going to get over this fear. So we're going to put this out into the universe and ask when this connection is ready to reconnect, that Spirit guide you both. So let's thank Spirit together. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like button. I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and join us. Thank you always to my followers, my subscribers. Thank you for your love, your comments. Let me know if you like this format in the comments below, if you enjoyed this reading. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, my website is below, KathyMammelin, psychicmedium.com.